Hello everyone, my name is Casey Smith and I would like to talk to you about personal attitude and several things that has helped me with my personal attitude. I believe personal attitude says a lot about the person that you want to be in life. Personal attitude is something that you are constantly going to have to work on every single day. If you want to be a positive person, you are going to have to keep a positive mind. Positivity seems like it's really hard to come by these days. One thing I stopped doing was watching the news. It seemed like all the news wants to cover is negative things about politics, schools, violence. So for me, cutting out the news in the morning helped put me in a better mood for the rest of the day. I used to be a very negative person, and I would always say negative things when I was around the age of 19 or 20. It didn't help that I grew up in a negative environment, so instead of actually fixing the problems, I learned to make excuses for myself. So if you grow up in a negative environment, it's really hard to jump out of, especially as a young adult, which brings me to my second topic of self-realization. Learning self-realization took some time for me to figure out. I was able to get a job when I moved back to the Rapid City area. I worked in that position for about 2 years. At that time, the environment surrounding my job was very negative, kind of seemed like a vicious cycle. I eventually learned what self-realization was and how to fix what was negative about my attitude. I wouldn't have been able to do this without the help of my husband. He would make me stop and realize, hey, quit being so hard on yourself. It's okay to make mistakes. It's okay to admit that you're wrong. Admitting that you're wrong does not make you a bad person, but it helps you grow as an individual. My husband also taught me this cool little learning trick that I wanted to share with you guys about thinking about 5 positive things about the situation. Doing this doesn't make it seem so negative. It's okay to admit that you're having a bad day, but it makes it better with positive decisions instead of negative ones. And try not to create a domino effect for every single person around you. I've learned that it's okay to have bad days. These bad days may be where a patient walks into our office and walks through our door and has 10 things going on with them, and it takes twice as long to get these patients taken care of and figured out and then them back out the door. This type of situation often puts our schedule at work behind, making our other patients wait longer to get seen by the doctor. Instead of getting irritated, I stop and think, hey, what can I do to help my doctor get these patients seen faster? The old me would have gotten irritated and shut down. I've learned in stressful situations, it's okay to stop and think for a minute and come up with a solution, even though that minute may seem like it's 10 minutes. In the long run, it's definitely going to help you out. Negative words can ruin a person's day. How many times have we been told, especially while growing up, that if somebody says something mean to you, to just let it go? Well, if you're like me, it's not easy for everyone to do. If someone says something mean or negative, can make a person shut down. It can ruin their whole day or even their week. There is this one surgeon at work that posts videos on Instagram, Facebook, talking about handling situations like this. He talks about learning how to brush the situations off or the things that were said, because it can affect everyone around you. Even when you walk into the door and you have portray this bad mood, it's going to offset the whole day. This has helped me realize to brush off things that were negatively said to me. I've learned to do this because I don't want to come into work or come home and be in a bad or negative mood, because no one enjoys that. Surrounding yourself with positive people helps you stay positive. As I've gotten older, I like to surround myself with people that motivate me to do better. This is helpful for me to stay positive. I also love to motivate the people around me. So if you know somebody that's close to you, don't be afraid to say, hey, you can do this. You can take that leap of faith and definitely make a change for the better. There's no better feeling than motivating a spouse, friend, or coworker to jump outside of their comfort zone and do better. Seeing them succeed is truly amazing. Positivity is something that we will always battle, but with the help of our family and friends, we can learn to focus on the good in things instead of focusing on the bad. Learning self-realization is the first step in making a positive change in your attitude. Once you've mastered that, you'll become a better individual for yourself and the people that surround you.